Hello guys, it's Johnny time and welcome to another DeFi tutorial. Today we are going to speak about the slippage on PancakeSwap and decentralized exchanges and why it's very important to learn about it and to set the right slippage, to not set too high slippage and protect you against sandwich and front-running attack. So watch till the end to learn how to protect against front-running attacks. But before we start, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, click the bell, the notification small bell button, so anytime I post new videos you can watch them and see them first. So if you're not familiar with what slippage is, I have another video tutorial. We'll put a link in the description below, so where I explain what it is and how it's related and connected to liquidity. But today I want to tell you why it's important to say the right slippage tolerance. So in the previous tutorial I explained what is slippage tolerance, what is price impact, and everything that basically related to slippage. But this video is about why it's important not to put too high slippage even though you want to buy the tokens. So let's see an example. Let's say I want to buy with BUSD a cake token. So let's say I want to put one BUSD and exchange it for cake token. If you watched my previous video, you know what is the price impact, what does it mean, and how we can change the slippage tolerance that exists right here. So in order to change it, we go here to this clicking this button, and we can change it to 0.1, 0.5, 1, or put a custom slippage. So usually, sometimes when we try to trade bigger amounts, the price impact will be higher, and we will require to put higher slippage tolerance, especially when the liquidity is lower. And again, if you're not familiar with what it is, how the amount of trade affects the price impact and why it requires to change the slippage tolerance, all these kind of things, check out my previous video. I will put the link again. But sometimes I see people that put very high slippage because they don't care, they want the trade to go through. Let's choose a token with less liquidity. For example, I think that let's see, for example, Ellipsis. So Ellipsis, as you can see, have much lower liquidity, so the price impact is high, very high. So not very high because there is some liquidity, but let's say, okay, so right now we see if we want to buy 100k BUSD with EPS, we see that price impact is around 4%. So what happens if we put here, we don't care, we put 5%? Why is it bad and why I do not recommend you to put high slippage? Or maybe let's put 10% or 10% because we want the trade to go through. We don't care. Maybe if we put 20%, we will get the price with 4% higher. Maybe that's the case. No, this is not the case. You will have to understand what happens when you put this kind of 30% here, and not for nothing PancakeSwap warns you and shows you this kind of small little message: your transaction may be front run. So I have another tutorial about what is front running and what is slippage, but first I want to tell you that never put this kind of slippage tolerance. Why? Because what will happen is that you will get your tokens in the worst price available. So we'll get it in actually 30%. You will get less tokens. The price impact will not be 3.8%, but it will be around 30%. And that's because there are some bots who are looking for this kind of swaps, and they are doing some kind of attack that's called sandwich attack or front running attack, which I cover in another video, a complete tutorial about what is front running attack, what is sandwich attack, and I will put a link in the description below as well. But basically, I will try to make it short. When you put such slippage, what happens? But before I cover it, I will recommend you what I am doing when I'm doing swap. Let's say I have the slippage tolerance 3.8%. I will put it slightly higher, so I will put maybe 4% or 4.2%. Never put it too high, never put it more than 1%, because you will get the tokens in a much worse price because of this kind of front running bots. that will basically drain and steal your tokens. And now I'll explain you how this kind of thing happens. So basically, when you are changing here the slippage tolerance, you are modifying the transaction that you're gonna send to the smart contract, to the PancakeSwap router. Let's look at an example. I'm gonna open my wallet here and I will show you exactly how it looks like. So we're gonna open it on Binance Smart Chain, and we can see right here, this is a transaction that I sent 1 day ago. So let's just click it. So right now we can see here is the transaction. We sent the transaction. Basically, every time you send a swap transaction, you send it to the PancakeSwap router smart contract. So in that case, you can see that my wallet sent a transaction to this kind of smart contract. And if you click here to see more details, you can see that actually the transaction called to a function in this smart contract that the name is swap tokens for exact tokens. Basically, the function that is responsible for swapping tokens. And I'm gonna click here decode input data, and you can see different parameters that I basically sent using my MetaMask wallet to the smart contract. The first parameter is amount out, basically the amount of tokens that I'm gonna send out, which is probably was BUSD, amount in max, path, to, and deadline. These are the parameters that basically my MetaMask browser attached to the transactions and sent to the function itself. So path basically will be the tokens that I'm gonna go through until I will reach the destination. Token 2 is the address where the tokens will be sent, and you can see that here I bought cake tokens. I swapped BUSD with cake tokens, and I swapped around 15 BUSD to 1 cake token. So you can see this is the amount out, this is amount in max. So this is the most important thing, the amount in max here. And why is it important? Basically, when you change your slippage tolerance, you are telling the smart contracts how many tokens you are willing to get in return. In that case, how many cake tokens. When you put too high slippage tolerance, you are basically telling the smart contract the amount in max will be much lower, and you're telling the smart contract, I'm willing to get less tokens. And remember the bots that we just talked about? These bots are monitoring all the pending transactions in something called mempool. Again, if you want to learn more about it, check out my other video about sandwich attacks. And basically they fund your transaction that you are basically saying, hey there, I'm willing to get cake tokens in a much worse price, and guess what? They will give you the cake tokens in this much worse price. How they will do it? They will do something called front running. So they will buy the cake tokens just before you buy them. They will place it on the same block, and their transaction will be before yours. And then they will put another transaction at the end of the bot and the end of the block, and they will sell the token. So they will buy the cake token and sell it on the same block, and your transaction will be on the middle. So they buy it, they lift the price up, you buy the tokens in a much worse price, and they dump it back and sell it and then decrease the price again, which is front running attack. And that's why you never should put too high slippage tolerance. My best practice, what I suggest, is putting maybe 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, maximum 0.5% higher than the price impact. This is super important and will save you a lot of money, and hopefully many people can watch this video and learn about slippage tolerance, price impact, and the minimum amount in, and what are sandwich attack, and how you can basically get stolen. And basically by watching this video, I protect you from your funds getting lost. So that's why I'm doing it. I would love to help as many people to get into DeFi and understand all the risks, all the problems that exist and how to get around them. And I hope that this video was helpful and beneficial for you. Let me know if you have any questions and what do you think in the comments below. And please like and share this video with your friends so more people can enjoy it and learn about exchanges, DeFi, and PancakeSwap and Slippage. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.